Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and my name is Siri. This is video number 2 in this series of how to speak English fluently and confidently, and in this video I am going to share few tips about vocabulary that helped me a lot. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So talking about vocabulary, you guys know that vocabulary is one of the important aspects that we should focus on when it comes to being fluent in English. So that's what we are going to talk about. So when we say vocabulary, we feel that vocabulary is only about all the fancy and advanced words. That's not true. At least in my opinion, that's not true. And one thought that really helped me right in the beginning of this journey is that I never learned vocabulary just for the sake of adding new words to my vocabulary. I learned a lot of words because I wanted to solve this problem of mine, and that is getting stuck while speaking in English. Like, this is that common problem every English learner faces, right? Like, we get stuck while speaking in English. We are not stuck with the right words at the right moment, because of which we get stuck. Right? So I wanted to solve this problem of mine, and that's when I have started to learn new words. So that's what is my first point. Never learn new words, or never try to add new words to your vocabulary just for the sake of increasing the words that are there in your vocabulary. Never ever do that. And that brings me to the next point, and that is learn what is necessary. Now, how should I explain this? Let's say there's a situation where you met one of your friends after a very long time. So when you meet your friend, what are the kind of sentences that you would use? You would say that, "Hi, how are you? It's been really long since I've met you. How are you doing? How's your life? Where are you working right now? How's your mom and dad? How's your family?" These are the kind of sentences that you would ask, and you will give answers based on the questions that are being asked to you. If you are not even able to frame sentences even in these kind of basic situations, then that's when you should start focusing on basics. You should learn what is necessary first. You want to learn advanced fancy words, you will take care of it later. That will be taken care of automatically when you are absolutely clear with your basics. So first, learn what is necessary. I have learned it that way. If I am getting stuck in a situation, if I am not even able to come up with the basic sentences possible, what are the words that I need to learn to fill up those sentences? That's how I used to analyze myself, and that's how I would research for words which are helping me to not to get stuck. Like basic sentences, you can learn that by watching a lot of English content. That is something that I always used to do. I never learned vocabulary just like I learned 10 words a day, 20 words the another day. It was never like that. I learned vocabulary just by watching a lot of English content, and I would simply try to observe how they are speaking, what they are speaking. Okay, these are the sentences that we need to use in a situation. That's how I have learned everything. So learn what is necessary first. After that, trying to modify your sentences, advanced words, fancy words, trying to sound fancy, attractive, that will be taken care of. But for that, you need to be very clear about your basics first. So that is tip number 2, is that clear your basics. Like, be sure with your basics. You should be able to speak if you are actually put in some situations which happen in our daily life, right? So that's something that you definitely need to focus on. And the third point I would like to tell you is that never ever by heart. Like, when it comes to learning new words, we are not supposed to by heart them. We are never ever supposed to by heart them. We should learn new words with a curiosity. Whenever, let's say, I'll give an example. You are reading a book, okay? You are reading a book, so you come across a new word. Let's say that word is beautiful. So you come across this new word which is beautiful, and don't try to by heart that word. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna say this word aloud 10 times and I'm gonna remember this word forever. It does not work that way. You should learn new words with a curiosity to learn. When you are coming across some new words, try to search the meaning of the word with a curiosity to know the meaning of the word, but not to add that word to your vocabulary. Because when you are with that intention to just add that vocabulary, to just add that word to your vocabulary, you would be remembering that word for what, 1 or 2 months. After that you will forget them, right? It's not that we can learn every single thing that is there in this language, right? We are going to learn some limited words, so learn with that curiosity to know the meaning of the word. In the initial days when I've started to read books, so if I come across a new word, I would not try to add that word to my vocabulary, but I would just try and search the meaning of the word and try and use that word in few different sentences, and I would just leave it. So the next time when I come across the word, I would recall the first time I got to know the meaning of that word. So that's how you would automatically remember the words. But if you by heart them, that's not how you will remember it. So never ever try to by heart new words just to add them into your vocabulary. And the next point is that keep it simple. It's fine if your vocabulary is simple. There's nothing to worry about it. See, in the initial days, if you are somebody who's a beginner, I'm telling you, it's not something that you need to worry about. If you do not even know one or two advanced or fancy words, that's fine, guys. If you are a beginner, that's absolutely fine. If you are in the initial stages of learning, what's the thing that you have to focus on? It's the way of delivering your thoughts. Are you actually able to deliver whatever is there in your mind? That's what you should focus on. Not on fancy and advanced words. So am I sounding fancy and attractive while I'm speaking? That's not something that that you have to focus on right in the beginning. It is actually going to create a lot of confusion when you are a beginner. Okay, keep it simple. Keep the words simple. See, even if they are simple words, they are trying to convey the same meaning. Okay, they are trying to convey the same meaning, not a different meaning. So be it simple or advanced, it's fine. If your vocabulary is simple, that's not even something that you have to worry about. As a beginner, what's your goal? Your goal is to speak every day. Try to focus 100% on that, not on adding everything. Okay, keep it as simple as possible right in the beginning. When you reach a particular level where you are able to describe your thoughts properly, you will automatically learn fancy and advanced words that will be taken care of. So don't worry about them right in the beginning. So keep it simple. There's nothing wrong with it. As a beginner, that's what you should do. Try to focus on more of speaking, vocabulary and all that. Keep them simple. We are not supposed to complicate them. We are the ones who complicate everything. So never ever try to do that. Keep it as simple as you can. That's what I just wanted to tell you. All right. And the next point is that keep your vocabulary limited. It's okay if your vocabulary is limited. I personally do not know a lot of fancy and advanced words. I do not know a lot of them. I know few of them. That too, I've learned after being comfortable with my speaking practice. After reaching a level where I was able to express myself properly, that's when I was like, okay, let me learn few fancy words. But till then, I kept my vocabulary absolutely limited. Even now, I can say that my vocabulary is limited because that's how I can express my thoughts. If I'm trying to learn a new word every single day, I would not be knowing how to express myself. If I know the right kind of words at the right kind of situations, I will be able to express whatever is there in my mind. I can express my thoughts. I mean, it's fine if your vocabulary is limited. it's absolutely fine. You will learn new words, you will learn advanced words when you are in the process of learning this language. When you consume a lot of English content, that will happen automatically. It's not something that you should put an effort on, because you are needed to put your effort in the initial days of learning how to speak in this language, because in the initial days we are still trying to figure out what's nice for us, what we are comfortable with. So that's when most of your effort is needed. So you should get comfortable with speaking first. So that's what you should also focus on first. All right, so these are all the points that helped me a lot to stay clear when it comes to vocabulary. These are all the tips, you can say, that helped me a lot to have a particular to have some particular thoughts about vocabulary. And I hope all these thoughts, all these tips, or all these points are going to help every beginner out there. It's completely all right. No need to worry about it. You will be absolutely fine once you reach a particular level in this language. You will be good to go. So do not give that stress to your brain right in the beginning. You are doing absolutely well in the beginning. Do not ever try to give that stress to your brain in the beginning to learn every single thing that is there in this language, because that's practically not possible. Maybe it is, but I don't know. But don't give that stress to your brain. You got the point, right? So that's what I wanted to tell you guys through this video. I hope this video was helpful. If it did, please give it a like and share this video with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't worry about your vocabulary. You will be fine once you are comfortable with speaking. And remember, learn what is necessary first. That's what is the primary thing that we should focus on. All right, and do let me know in the comment section, how did you like the video? I would love to read your comments, and I will see you guys very soon. Till then, you take care. I will see you soon. Bye.